Our people are a river people. Historically, they lived from the water. When we found out the mercury was in the water, it had a really devastating effect in our community.
That's the thing, that not only are you destroying something beautiful and sacred and important and rare in a region that's already been desecrated for so long, you're doing it for antiquated technology, and you don't need to. And that's the most painful injustice.
There's no sockeye in my freezer. There's no sockeye in our smokehouses. There's no sockeye in the pressure cookers to jar them for the winter because we didn't fish. When this disaster happened, it was when the salmon were traveling up to the nursery grounds. And a lot of the communities along the Fraser and the tributaries coming off of them chose not to fish because of this disaster and the pollution that had been released into the environment. And we didn't know how that was going to affect us. We didn't want to feed our little children polluted food. Úsheid is the birthing waters of salmon. It's a sacred place to us. The kids were so excited to be there. It was just the perfect day. And that's the last time that I swam in that lake. And that will be the last time that I'll ever swim in that lake. Their children will never know what that feels like. This is the inheritance that we've left them. It moves like an ocean. It's a living system. It's alive. It's not just a body of water. It's alive. This is more than just protein on a plate. It's more than just fish on a plate and deer on a plate. We'll just switch it out with, chicken or pork or beef or whatever it is, It's more than that. It's the relationships. Like when you stop fishing, for a long time, well, maybe you start forgetting when you're supposed to fish for that particular fish. Maybe you stop going to those places because you don't fish there anymore. Maybe you forget that, which flower was it again that's in bloom when the spring salmon are coming through? Was it the wild rose or was it the Saskatoon? I can't remember. What was the name for that again? I don't remember. We haven't done it in so long. These things start to get erased systematically from our vocabulary, from our memories, from our body. We're not eating it anymore.
People are really resilient. They're very strong people. Like this thing 2002 and 2016, the logging trucks still have not driven through here. So it shows our people how they are so strong in what they believe in. The mercury issue started in 1975 when we discovered the fish were dying. Our people are a river people. Historically, they lived from the water. When we found out the mercury was in the water, it had a really devastating effect in our community, economically, socially, and all that. It's like a genocide of our people.
That's the thing, that not only are you destroying something beautiful and sacred and important and rare in a region that's already been desecrated for so long, you're doing it for antiquated technology, and you don't need to. And that's the most painful injustice, because my people had to sacrifice already for this country, and now we're being asked to sacrifice for nothing at all. And that's the epitome of injustice. That is the very definition of unjust action. And they hide behind marketing and say it's a green project. And if anybody who does the research, I'm sure we can present a lot of links, you guys can get the information, that this dam and this type of technology is antiquated. There's a reason there's massive methyl mercury contamination in that river is because of the giant reservoir 80 kilometers that way. The reason there's no caribou in this territory is because that giant dam built in the 60s created a giant lake that they couldn't cross. And because they couldn't cross the lake, they couldn't get to their calving grounds. And all the caribou started dying, which is why my family, my ancestors stopped hunting caribou in the 70s. My grandfather started that in 1974 because we recognized what the Crown had done to this land with hydro technology. And we were trying to save the last few little bits